Hi there, good morning. David Benyachek here, your authenticity and building capacity coach. Earlier today on LinkedIn, I posted a photo. It was a photo of my wife's workout board. She is way more disciplined and way more planned than I am in her life. She has those natural qualities about her, and she posts this board that kind of talks about what workout she's going to do. She has her goal for weight and other things at the bottom of the board, and then she tracks and publicly posts her progress, or you know what, sometimes lack of it, on this particular board. And it was really cool to just watch and see, as very unprompted, our two daughters, 12 and 9, started writing encouragements on that board. You can do it. Way to go. Good job. Don't give up. All those sort of things that were put on there. And so today's mini vlog is what I call a cheerleader challenge. Because it really reminded me of something very important when it comes to reaching goals, when it comes to having success in life. And I'm all about environment, if you've seen my vlogs, and this points to it as well. So here's the cheerleader challenge. Fact number 1, you'll have them in your life. My definition of a cheerleader is someone who loves you, respects who you are, thinks very good of you, wants the best for you. We all have them. And normally, like on a football field, they're on the sidelines. And for many of us in real life, in our careers and in our home lives, they also stay on the sidelines. They like us a lot. They want the best for us. But the reason that they're on the sidelines is they don't know how they can help us yet because we haven't told them. That was the beautiful thing about my wife's board. And it just posts what she's after, how she's doing. And when we do that, it lets people come in, support us, encourage us, and even, you know what, well, I shouldn't say no, there aren't many things in life that are a straight line to success. Even when the numbers are going the opposite way that she wants them to go, they're there for her. And because they're there for her, it gives her a positive accountability to kind of work through, to get over the hurdle, to keep on, to not give up. So my cheerleader challenge is this. I want you to think of 2 or 3 people. You know what? I don't believe in shouting out your needs to 2 million people on LinkedIn. I think that can be dangerous. I'm talking about a group of 5, 10, 2 people that know you, respect you, want the best for you. The challenge this week is to ask yourself, have I ever told them what I want and where I'm at? Am I heading towards that? Am I facing struggles? Am I about to give up? Have I ever posted it through a conversation? It may not be a board on your wall, but I've ever said it. And if you haven't, go out and do that this week. In my life, quick story. You know what? I grew up basically in a household that was very quiet. And so respect was being quiet, and a loving family. It was awesome. But so growing up and being in university, when I was at the University of Calgary, I was studying business, and I thought, in terms of people helping me in my career, well, they can see I work hard. Hopefully they can see I'm a nice guy. I was part of student government. I knew a lot of people, and I was part of a big community. But you know what? I wasn't going to bore them with a 2-hour home movie about what David Benyachek wanted in his life, because really, in some ways, while I knew they cared, I didn't think they cared that much. Until one day, someone dragged it out of me. And so kudos goes out to Jennifer Yip Choi, who was my housing manager at the time at the University of Calgary. And I remember she pulled me into an office one morning, and she said, "David, I like who you are. What do you want?" And I really wasn't quite sure. I knew that I spoke many languages. I speak English, German, French, and a little bit of Hungarian. I knew I wanted to use them. So, you know what? I said I love a job that's bilingual. And then I also knew that as a little kid, born in Port Colborne, Ontario, near Niagara Falls, that every time we picked up relatives at the Toronto airport, we would drive by and I would see the Toronto skyline. And, some kids, young boys, they fall in love with that big truck when they get into it. I fell in love with that skyline, and I said, I don't know what they do in there, but one day, that's where I'm going to work. And I said, I'm studying business. I really don't know exactly what part of business I want to be a part of yet. I don't have that experience. I don't have that history in my family. I just want to figure things out. I told one person, a cheerleader, someone who liked who I was, liked what I did, because she dragged it out of me. A few months later, she's at a Christmas party with her husband, who happened to work for Shell Canada. And while having wine and cheese with my first supervisor, Louise Oisel, they got talking. And, as they got talking and we're having fun getting to know each other, we're looking for young bilingual kids who want to figure out what business is all about. She came back with a card and said phone. And it led to 15 great years at a great company. That launch, I couldn't do the speaking and the training and the stuff that I do today without my successes and my failures at Shell. They've taught me so much. And it was a great place to be. You know what? I said it before. I said no line to your dream is a straight line. At least it hasn't been for me. And recently there's been a challenge that I've been going through. It's been humbling. It's been amazing. It's been some community in place that no matter what I see at the moment, I know that I will get through. And that is the power of that sort of environment for you. So I don't know where you're at. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what part of the journey you're on. I don't know if you're high-fiving it and life's grand or if you're facing this big mountain in your life. But the hashtag for this vlog is you got this. The other hashtag is share your goals. My quote that kind of popped into my mind last week is, if personal effectiveness is totally up to the person, i.e. us, we're all, I think, in big trouble. The environment you choose to surround yourself with, bringing cheerleaders into your game, I guarantee you will make a huge success in the progress that you see and fulfillment that you see on the journey to your goals. Have a great week.